Golfers, I want you to be able to hit longer, straighter drives. I'm going to give you a tip that I use myself and that I use with good players and all ability golfers to help them get more speed into their swing with the driver, but more importantly, get the accuracy they desire as well, so they can take on holes like this. This is an extreme version. Look at this. It's a forced carry. Like serious force carry, and you cannot go right. This is an extreme version, I know, but we've all got versions of this hole at our club where you've got to carry something and you can't slice it off to the right. So let's show you why this drill is helping lots of golfers increase speed and at the same time improve their accuracy. So the common fault we see with amateurs for the slice, the lack of accuracy, is that they struggle to get the club path out towards target, face open to a path, and then they tend to slice it. So we see them getting that path going left, face open to that path, and woo, they're down in the sea. We don't want you in the sea, we want you making the forced carry. Now the next thing that we see, so we're going to address the club path, is that they make very loose or low kind of collapsing backswings where everything kind of sways and they kind of just let the club almost bounce onto their shoulder. We get this bounce back. This is often what causes the over the top action, this kind of bounce back where the club comes over this way. And we need all that to stop, or you're not going to enjoy playing a hole as spectacular as this. So you're going to get your driver and you're going to hold at the top of the club. And this is where you're going to find if your driver's maybe a little bit too heavy for you or not. Just to give you some perspective, I've got a 50-gram shaft in this club. I'm swinging this club at what, 113 to 15 miles an hour, and I've got a 50-gram shaft. For anyone who doesn't know, if you don't know the weight of your shaft, go and have a look now. I bet you it's 60 or upwards. So holding the club at the top, I'm going to take my trail hand, just literally put it behind my back here. Now the game is how high can I get my lead hand here, and how low can I get my lead shoulder. So left shoulder down, left arm up. And let's just put this into perspective of what I'm doing here. So I'm getting lots of stretch. What that's going to do, the more I can get my hands away from the ball, the more chance I've got of building up more speed to get that distance that we want. And then in turn, the more I can get lead shoulder down, arm up, what this allows me to do is start getting my shoulders turning on more of a tilted angle. And this is great for improving club path. So the more I tilt on the way back, better chance, then more tilt on the way through. This pushes path more out towards that target, which is where the curvature is going to come down. The common fault we see with so many golfers is they start pulling the club back a bit slow, this shoulder comes up, arms fold onto the almost their trail shoulder, and then you get the bounce back. So we see the turn where they stand up, arms loose down onto their shoulders, and then from there they kind of bounce it back, and yeah, there's that stand up, that crash. Path's not good, you're not going to get distance because you're hitting down, strike's going to be very intermittent. We need to make this carry. Look at it, it's spectacular. So by making some swings where your lead shoulder goes down and your trail arm goes up, is really going to allow you to understand and feel how much stretch with tilt in your shoulders you might need with your driver to really start improving both aspects of distance and accuracy. Now the next way you can do this is by adding a little bit of speed, and do this in your own trousers or whatever you're wearing, skirts, trousers, whatever. Do this, don't hurt yourselves is what I'm saying. Like, do it so you're comfortable, but one hand on and try and get the same stretch and tilts, but add some speed. Because what happens when you go quite slow, for lots of golfers, it's easy to kind of just flop. If we get some flow of speed, it can often stretch them out. Think about if you ever watch baseball, or sometimes you watch the tennis players when they're serving and what have you. Because of the speed and the forces pulling on them as they hit their serve, they kind of lag their arms and shoulders into positions that you wouldn't get into without those forces pulling on it. You know, they're like extreme, and the same with the baseball pitchers, like their arms are back, stretched into positions that you can't get into without putting those forces through the body. So by adding that little bit of speed to the stretch will absolutely help you start to get the stretch with the tilt that you need to hopefully push that club more out the target and start making that carry. Do you reckon I can make this drive? We're looking at a 280 carry to the front. Wind is slightly helping, so it's actually a 275 with the wind. What do you reckon? Oh, go on. Fly, 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 fly. And oh, yes, left side. You're welcome. Remember, if you're liking the tips, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. If you want free exclusive content, Golf Tips Weekly, I've got a newsletter, all the links in the description down below. Come and join the learning community. It's really good. We go into a bit more depth using all the technology available for me to help me explain to you how to be better golfers. It's all free. If you want to stay on YouTube and watch more YouTube videos, this one's helping golfers hit their drivers much straighter.